Welcome to the Cincinnati, USA Regional Chamber's Member Benefits Briefing. This session is aimed to help you and your business navigate COVID-19 crisis. I'm Beth McNeil, Senior Director of Sales and Engagement at the Chamber, and I thank you for joining us today. We invite you to share with us how we can help your business weather the current storm. Please reach out to the Chamber's Business Resource Helpline for information and make sure you are signed up for our daily emails by signing up at cincinnatiChamber.com. Today's member benefit briefing is spotlighting business group resources. This conversation will help business leaders create real-time money back to their organizations that you're already entitled to. You've joined this briefing in listen-only mode with your microphones muted. Questions for our experts can be submitted in writing through Zoom's Q&A window. We'll cover as many questions as we can within our time frame, and we might even end early. And if you've joined us by phone or need to sign off sooner than 4:30, you can view the full webinar posted at cincinnatiChamber.com within the next 1 to 2 days. We're fortunate to have Ed Sawyer and Tom Santon with us today. Ed Sawyer is a business builder and organizer, stockbroker, as well as a former athletic director for 3 schools, managing more than 80 coaches at a time. He's a communicator, business leader, and former collegiate Division I hockey player. Tom Santon is the founder and president, and he spent 28 years in growth development for Hart Hanks Communications, Empower Media Marketing, and Mars Shopper Marketing. He's a graduate of the University of Cincinnati and former board president of Our Daily Bread Soup Kitchen in Over the Rhine. I'm proud to introduce both Ed and Tom today and partner with them to help our members with the struggles that your business may be facing today and introduce them as partners to stay with you for the future. BGR helps educate their clients and Cincinnati Chamber members about the different types of incentives that are available through federal, state, and local agencies and help them get dollars back that are due to them. The Cincinnati, USA Regional Chamber is proud to introduce BGR as our newest benefit partner for members. We have a total of 11 amazing partners who offer ways to enhance your businesses and save money. Please make sure that you check all benefit partners out at cincinnatiChamber.com/save. Today, BGR has more than 6,000 clients, a 98% retention rate, 0 complaints, and a AAA Business Bureau rating. Very impressive. Not only do we like that this company, what they do to help our economy, but they walk the walk and they're here to help you. We're proud to partner with BGR, and I personally am proud in the partnership that we've developed here locally with Tom and Ed. It has been a pleasure getting to know them, their outstanding business ethics and acumen, and they are truly here to educate, not just to say, I have something to serve you with, but they are here to educate our members. So Ed and Tom, I think you'd agree it's fair to say that COVID-19 caught many companies by surprise. And now they're scrambling to respond to an economic landscape that is literally changing by the hour. But I'm confident today that we'll be able to educate companies on resources that they may not know are available to them. So let's jump into what people are here for. Revenue recovery. Everybody is looking for money back to their bottom line at this point. So let's start with a quick video on business group resources. Next slide, please.
Did you know that most small companies are leaving significant dollars on the table? It's because they aren't taking advantage of congressionally mandated tax credits and rebates that they are eligible for and probably don't even know exist. This may be be happening to your company too. For example, in 1981, Congress enacted the Research and Development Tax Credit, which, according to recent IRS data, has since been expanded through several administrations. It was designed to help American businesses that are thinking bigger and better be more competitive and keep jobs within the USA and in their own local community. It's meant to reward companies who innovate, expand their business, and develop or improve existing products or services. According to the Washington Post, the R&D tax credit and other related tax incentives can save businesses more than $12 billion a year. But the Wall Street Journal indicates that only 5% of small businesses are taking advantage of these tax credits and incentives. Unfortunately, the vast majority of eligible small companies are totally unaware of these benefits or how they may qualify for them. So, who does qualify? Doctors, dentists, manufacturers, construction companies, just to name a few. If you spend time being creative, developing a better product or service, so you can be more competitive, you likely qualify. And that's where we come in. We are Business Group Resources, and over the past 10 years, we have helped over 5,000 small businesses get back the money they deserve, just like the ones you see here. And we may be able to do the same for you. To see if you qualify for these congressionally mandated programs, contact us for a free analysis of the incentives and credits that may be available to you and your small business.
So, okay, now that it's come in, I'm Ed Sawyer, and welcome everybody. One of the things that a lot of people kind of go, what is all this? The program, this overall program has actually been in existence for 38 years. So some of you are familiar with one aspect of it, and that is green energy. And you probably take advantage of that. And you understand if you spend a certain amount, you can get 30% back of the money you spent. Well, there are actually 700 of these different types of credits available out there that result in revenue recovery for you. And that, again, this has all been going on for 38 years. Only 5% of eligible companies out there actually take advantage of it. And one of the things that the people that work with us pretty much always say is, I am so glad to know this is available because now I'm able to take advantage of it. Next slide.
So thank you, Ed. Tom Stanton, and glad to be here today. So as Ed mentioned, the Congress enacted the 1981 Economic Recovery Act under the Reagan administration, and it was mandated by the 97th Congress. A guy named Art Lafler, who was the chief economist under Reagan, is the person who devised the Recovery Act, who was the chief architect. And Jack Kemp actually brought it to the floor of Congress. And since then, it has evolved into more than 700 revenue recoveries, incentives, refunds, and rebates that are just sitting there for you. October 1st of each year is the fiscal start of the federal government's budget. So each year they put in $20 billion, and that's with a B. It's an incentive pool that is specifically put into place and mandated and administrated by the Internal Revenue Service to pay our business owners for the different innovations and processes that they put in place. The sad thing is that out of 1.78 million corporate tax returns, only 20,000 businesses claim these revenues, which is astonishing. The Wall Street Journal also has discovered that out of 19 out of 20 businesses that qualify for these revenue recoveries, many of them are not claiming them. 19 out of 20 businesses are not claiming them. So this money is actually there for you, and I think it would be a fantastic time for you to take advantage of this program with the coronavirus and so forth and all that's going on as far as the downturn of our businesses. Next slide, please.
As we had indicated before, there's actually 700 of the federal, state, and local credits available. Just a few of them that we wanted to kind of let people see, so then they may be aware of, are state and federal hiring credits, work opportunity tax credits, on-the-job training, employer reimbursement programs, research and development credits, business development credits, energy efficient commercial building deductions. Now, you may be from your CPA standpoint, be taking advantage of some of these, and that's fantastic. We are a company that is, all we do is specialize in doing these credits. So we work with lots of CPAs across the country and firms across the country that are taking advantage of some parts of this, and yet we still are here to help you maximize all the reimbursement that you are eligible to get back from these programs. Next slide, please.
That's well put, Ed. So as you can see, there's many industries that qualify for these revenue recoveries. And specifically, we were targeting manufacturing, construction, and marketing companies. And so you ask why? Well, these companies innovate. They're constantly putting together new products and ways to go to market. So if you look at the manufacturing area, they're designing new widgets. They're taking a look at custom build solutions. They use a lot of physical science and calculations. They build conveyor systems. Technology is a big part of what manufacturing does, which all are innovations and pay a dollar by dollar credit. Construction, they use physical science. They do a lot of mathematics. They do a lot of science, structural loads. A lot of these different things are innovations. They're constantly looking for better ways to go to market. They're staying abreast of their competition. They're calculating concrete pours, structural engineering, all of these different facets. And in marketing, no two clients are the same, and that's pretty much true in the construction business. And it could be true in the manufacturing business, as they work with many different clients. But in the marketing, they design different programs. They custom build solutions specifically for the different clients that they work with. They design different commercials, radio spots, copywriting. All of these things pay innovation credits, and they also use different sets, designs. They do different type of websites for their different client base. So these are great fields to be in, and they do very, very well as far as receiving incentives, refunds, and rebates. Next slide, please.
And as you were listening to some of the activities that Tom was speaking about, the concept of qualifying, as a business owner, you're going, okay, what do I, how would I be even eligible? What are they looking for? Well, it's the three-legged stool. The first part is doing the right activities. So if you're doing something innovative, and Tom just mentioned briefly a number of different things that are activities that qualify those different industries. So any kind of innovative work within a company is something that is looked at, and the time spent in terms of payroll, et cetera, those kind of dollars are potential reimbursable dollars. If you are continuously improving your business, if you, the whole process of planning, replanning, implementing plans, changing, reevaluating, changing, though all that continuous improvement, which most of us just consider, hey, we just want to be the best business out there and do a great job for our clients. Those are still lots of dollars that you're spending that you can get reimbursed for. Additionally, if you are a business that has a custom solution for any of your clients, so anytime you come in and you have to do something that's just not giving them something off the shelf, that's another whole area that qualifies for reimbursement dollars. Now, the other part is, so that's doing the right activities. That's one leg. The second leg is paying taxes. This third leg is a one employee. You have to have at least one employee. And it might just be an individual that's paying themselves, but that's okay. Those three legs give you the ability to be qualified for our free evaluation and not with no obligation to find out for you what you're eligible to get back. Next slide, please.
That's well put, Ed. So these are different industries that we are able to receive recoveries back. And recently did a commercial construction company, and there were two shareholders. We were able to get them back $1,397,729, which is a sizable amount of money. And you wonder, how long does it take for your business to make that kind of money in profit? It's tax-free money also, and it's directly sent to the shareholder. We did a packaging manufacturer in Louisville, Kentucky, and we were able to get him back $92,000. And he and his wife were very thrilled about that. And matter of fact, on Monday, we received a call from him, and he has his 2019s done. So we have a 98% retention rate with our client base. You guys are the most important people. You're the people that we're trying to help to get back the money, to build a better economic community, to strengthen the city of Cincinnati and the surrounding area. So we're very happy to be with the Cincinnati USA Regional Chamber and working with them to help our companies get back the money they deserve. We recently did a marketing company also that was able to get back $127,000. So again, that's a sizable amount of money. Next slide, please.
Along that line, actually, it was interesting. I was telling Tom this just a little while ago. Had a company that we're getting back $86,000 for, and he said to me, Ed, do you know how much business and sales I would have to do to get this $86,000 back? He said it would be about $700,000 worth of sales. So here in this time where we may not, those of us that are shut down may not be getting the sales coming in, this could be a way to help offset that, just so you know. And now to cover this slide, what the benefit that a chamber member gets is, what we've done is we reduce our fee because we get paid on a contingency basis. We've reduced our fee 10%. For the members of the Chamber of Commerce. Normally, the company that we're doing the work for would get 67% of the total recovery amount that we're able to find them. In this case, they'll be getting 70.3% back. And the nice part about that actually is it more than covers your fee for being a member. Which is a wonderful thing, but not only that, you're going to get that much money back to you. The other part of this, when you see these 67 and 70%, the company gets 100% of this money, and you pay us through an invoice, that the 29.7. So again, that's also going to be a cost of business that you can use moving forward. You work directly with our operations team to assist you all the way through the process. The process does not take more than, I've done it as quickly as an hour to do all the paperwork and get everything in that a business needed in order to move forward. So, we love any questions you have, and please feel free. We're here to educate you all. Next slide, please.
Thank you, Ed. So we've never been busier than in the last 3 weeks with the economic downturn. And I was actually receiving texts on Sunday night from just different business owners that we are working with to make sure that we get their paperwork in and so forth. And in play right now, 2016 for amended returns actually does stop on April 15th, although the tax filing date was moved back to July 15th. amended taxes are not in that equation with the IRS. So beginning on Monday of next week, 2016 is basically over for us. We're working now on 2017, 2018, and 2019. So the process is very simple. And in 2002, they changed the method to the alternate simplified credit, which is basically an algorithm and calculation of each incentive, refund, and rebate that you receive. Before, it was a very lengthy process. They would actually, the accountants, the CPAs, and so forth would come into your business, and they would do it on a project-by-project basis. So they would be in your office for a very long time, looking at your books and going through each project, and then determining the incentives, refunds, and rebates, or revenue recoveries that you would receive. Today, it's so far simpler, and that was through the George Bush administration, which became permanent again under the Obama administration, the PATH Act in 2015. So they're trying to speed the process up. They're making this far simpler for the business owner to take advantage of. And it's absolutely a easy program to do. So our operations manager would send you a free incentive analysis form. And that is a 6-page form, of which the first page is an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. So we do not disclose any of your revenue, tax information, anything like that. Actually, we don't even see your tax information. It's all encrypted and sent to our office in California. But you would fill out the free incentive analysis form, and basically that's asking you different questions about your company. What do you develop? What do you improve? What do you design? I'm kind of reading off the sheet right now. But also the type of products that you produce, your processes, your techniques, formulation that you use, software. Even if you buy a shelf software system, but you customize it to your business, it is eligible for an incentive, a refund or rebate, a revenue recovery. The business activity relies on physical science, biology, engineering, computer science. As a result of the business activity, there is a new or improved function, performance, reliability, quality of the product, process, technique, formulation, software, invention. And we always like to educate our client base. A lot of business owners think of their business as being very simple because they've been doing it for a long time. So they don't think about all the different processes and programs that have to go into your business in order to be where you are today and to be as competitive as you are today. So a lot of times we like to go through this because at the end it says, is there a clear indication of experimentation to discover results? Well, I met with a construction company and I said, you've been doing road work and you've been doing sidewalk work for the last 35 years. And obviously you don't do it the same. You learn after you finish every project how to do it better, how to make more money, how to add more money to the bottom line. And he said, absolutely we do. We're always learning. After every job, we're always learning how to do it better. And that's experimentation. So that's all part of it. So you would fill out this free incentive analysis form, and then you would send it back to our operations manager. In 5 to 10 days, we'll get back to you with a recovery amount. We'll call you and we'll send it over and you'll take a look at it. And at that point, you'll make a decision if you would like to move forward or not. And if you do move forward, we send over a consulting agreement, again, handled by our operations department. The consulting agreement just states the percentages that Ed Sawyer just stated, as far as you receiving an additional 10% because you're a chamber member. And that could be substantial, a substantial amount of money, especially if you're getting back $1,398,000. So a lot of money, a lot of percentages go to our chamber members. We value your business. So you would sign that, and then what we would do is amend your taxes at that point. It goes to our masters in taxations. And just to give you an idea, a master's in taxation spends 90% learning IRS tax laws and 10% accounting. So a lot of time is involved in the IRS tax laws. They amend your taxes at that point. They send them back to us, and that takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to amend your taxes, maybe sooner, depending on how busy we are. And we would sit down with you at that point and have you sign those returns, and then we would mail those returns into the IRS, and you would receive a check in 4 to 6 months. After that, the check would go directly to the shareholder or shareholders. And that's pretty much how the process works. We have 6,000 clients today, and I know that Beth mentioned that in the beginning, 98% retention rate, A+ Better Business Bureau rated, and we've had 0 complaints over the course of 16 years. So we're a very mean and lean operation as far as what we do. And we also have a referral program for our chamber members. If there's any businesses you'd like to refer and so forth, be happy to ask us. We'll send you a referral agreement. And with that, I'll hand it over to you, Ed.
I think actually we are finished, and want to just thank the chamber for the opportunity to work with you all, and I'm gonna let Beth take over at this point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed and Tom. What great information. This is a topic that can often be difficult or challenging for business owners or folks who may not be CPA focused, but they're just, to your point, Tom, they just have their head down and they're building their business, and it's one day, 1 week, 1 month at a time. And you look up and it's time to do your taxes again. You look up, it's time for payroll. I just want to ask folks, please type in your questions in the Q&A box. We'd love to get some questions in. We have some coming in. We'd love some more. We have contact information on the screen so you know how to reach Ed and Tom at Business Group Resources. But I'll start us off with a question, one that comes to mind. If you're a business owner, who is the proper person that should be reaching out to BGR? Who is the person that you will most likely work with in a business to get this free estimate started?
I'll handle that, Tom. The primary person that we want to be working with is going to be the business owner, or if you get it, and because they're the ones that pay the taxes and really end up will direct the money where where they want it to go to be most beneficial for the company. But there are additionally, if you get to larger companies, it might be the CFO that's running everything. And again, it's all specific by each company and how they operate. But the most importantly would be the decision makers of who's going to affect the company the most actually. So
Terrific. I see some questions coming in. There was a question about the PowerPoint presentation being available. We will make this available online within the next 1 to 2 days. And the resources will be listed on the chamber website. So you can find all the information for this program and our other benefit partners at cincinnatiChamber.com/save. You can't remember the last part of the URL, just go to cincinnatiChamber.com and type in member benefits in the search bar, and you'll find all 11 of our partners. Another question that's come in, what are the specific tax credits that are used for this revenue recovery program?
do you want that, Tom, or you?
Go ahead, Ed.
Okay. Well, actually, there are, again, this goes back to the fact that there's actually 700 different items and areas that are identified. So basically with that kind of a question, what we would recommend is get a hold of us. Let us help you, based on what company you're with and what you do. Once we have an idea what you do, we'll be able to give you a clearer picture of where you fit in or where you don't, or how it works on your behalf. One of the things you'll find about us is both of us have owned our own businesses and been in business a long time. And we understand that your time is very critical to you. We think we're great, but we know we're not top of mind, and we don't expect to be. So what we want to do is help you maximize your time. So we will take little chunks of pieces of time of yours, help you quickly through the process to determine what's the most effective thing for you to do.
And also, Ed, I'd like to say that that's a great question. And in our office, we have a complete sheet of all the incentives, refunds and rebates by industry that we could share with you that are the most acceptable and the most widely used. So not a problem as far as getting you that information.
Right.
I think that's a great point. And one of the things that struck me in getting to know BGR and working with Tom and Ed is the fact, you said it earlier, Tom, most folks know their business, but they know their business in a smaller vacuum because they do it every day. But having a different set of eyes to look at your business and something as simple that you may overlook that you do every day could generate you money that you had no idea. So everyone loves to talk about their work, about their business, about their passion. And you all are excellent active listeners. I know that firsthand. You will listen and ask all the right probing questions to then say, wow, we discovered more things that the business owner may not even have thought about. Do you find that when folks first come to you, they believe that they're going to qualify for X amount of things, and then through some exploration, it just grows to a wider range of credits?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was a utility company and 450 employees, and he was not taking his training credit. And they take, that is just $7,000 per employee for what they do. And they train them for a year before they have them go in and change the utilities within a house. So there are so many different things that they do not look at. The CPAs are invaluable. They take care of your business. They do your taxes on a daily basis, a yearly basis. We don't do that. We wouldn't know how to do that. So, it's great to have them look over it. We always say that, have another pair of eyes look over it. We work with a lot of CPA firms, and they're an invaluable resource for the business owner, and they rely upon them very heavily. But what we do is a very specialized boutique tax service. And if you ever looked up Circular 230 of the IRS code, they want companies like ours to work in this field that have a specialization in this field. And they frown upon a CPA group that is not having, that does not have a specialization in this field, because there's only 2 offices in the United States that do this for the IRS. So that's how specialized it is. One's in Ogden, Utah, and one's in Fresno, California. Fresno does all the 1040s. Ogden, Utah takes care of all the corporate returns, the C Corps, the 1120Ss, the LLC, sole proprietorship, and so forth. So it's a good question, and always have another set of eyes look over. And matter of fact, our president out on the West Coast always says that.
Terrific. I know, thinking about our membership base, we have many entrepreneurs and smaller business owners who are definitely affected right now. We have startup incubator companies. We have creative boutique shops. We have advertising agencies. We have restaurants. We have photographers. So people that are doing work for clients every day that require improvement, because every day is a different day. Would you say those industries also qualify to come in and talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely, without question. We were able to get a florist, a local florist, and just she has one other employee, and we were able to get her back $8,000 in a year, and she was ecstatic, and that was just 1 year. And so there's great opportunities, and people go, there's no way, I don't do something that I should be getting money back for. And in fact, you do, and it's there, and it's if you start to look into this, the federal government is talking about it all the time. As a matter of fact, they are currently, with all that's going on, they are going to increase the research and development side of the percentages that they're going to start getting back. That's going on in Congress right now. So more companies can get more money back from all these different programs that we're involved with. So I mean, it's a terrible time that we're all going through. There's, again, we are blessed to be able to help in with this, and that's the way we approach this. We're here to help, and that's all we're here to do. If it doesn't fit for you, we will tell you. We will not waste your time. And again, we can also help you understand how maybe you could in the future. So again, we're very fortunate to be here in Cincinnati and have this wonderful chamber that we're working with, and to be part of everybody here in Cincinnati. So thank you.
We're happy to have you serving the region, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I want to just reemphasize that if you are not a member and you're considering membership, and this is a benefit that you're looking for, please contact us, contact Ed and Tom. The estimate on what you may receive will far outweigh the cost of membership. So if membership is the thing that allows you to look at BGR, we would encourage all current members, prospective members, please take advantage of this additional 10% that is money back to you. There is no obligation. And spending 1 or 2 hours to talk about your business and look at your books to pay it forward for money that will be coming in a current financial crisis, I believe is well worth the investment of 1 to 2 hours and a no obligation conversation with BGR.
Thank you very much.
So I have one more final question coming in. There's a question to confirm understanding. If you complete the free assessment and find that you're eligible for rebates or funds back, once we know how much and we sign the contract with BGR, the only fees you pay are the 29.7% of the refund.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah, dude,
Great.
and I'll tell you the other side of it. We back our work 100%. If in any way, shape, or form you don't get back what we say you're going to, which that hasn't occurred, but we have in writing that we back it 100%. We will lower our fees accordingly if you don't, based on what we say we're going to get you back. And actually, you can get back sometimes more than we say you're going to get. We don't raise our fee. We're not here to fee people. That's not our goal. Our goal is to keep our masters of CPAs that are doing all this hard work behind the scenes, keep us out here able to go and spread this word about what we're doing and make sure that the people that everybody wins. We want the business owners to win. That's what this is all about.
Terrific. And I think in a current time where we are looking for our region and our nation for financial recovery in challenging times, this is a very important solution for business owners. I just want to reconfirm 3 things that your business may be doing help you qualify for these credits: innovation, continuous improvement, and custom solutions are the 3-legged stool that you mentioned, Ed. Those are the 3 things. If you believe your business are doing those 3 things or one of those 3 things, please reach out.
Yep.
I'd like to say thank you again, Ed and Tom, for your partnership, for taking time today. This has been a great conversation. We're hoping that you receive a lot of phone calls for folks who are looking to get money back to their businesses during this time. We will post the information in the next day or two. And I'd also like to thank two people behind the scenes that have made all this possible for us. Our colleagues, Lindsay Boujna and Michelle Rayburn, are the experts behind the scenes that are making today possible for us. So thank you very much. I'd like to note on your screen, we do have additional business briefings scheduled. And this Friday, we have resources and inspiration for small and minority-owned businesses. This is something that I think will be well worth your investment of an hour. If you're on this call, if you're on this webinar, and you're another chamber in the US and you're interested in starting your own program, we're uniquely positioned here in Cincinnati to be the first chamber in the United States to start such a program with BGR, and we're equipped to help chambers, sister chambers across the US develop their own program as well to serve their members. Thank you for everyone's time today. We'd especially like to thank our members, our sponsors, our partners, and for everyone that's dialed in. The support of members make it possible for everything that we do at the chamber. And if you're interested in maximizing your membership benefits or learning more about becoming a member, please check us out and call our membership team on our hotline at 513-579-3111 or reach us at cincinnatiChamber.com/membership. So in the meantime, please stay safe, respect social distancing, and as we sign off, please wash your hands yet again. Thank you, stay encouraged, stay connected, and thank you for your time.